Hi, Paulina. My name is Ramona. I'll be meeting with you today. So tell me what brings you in today.
I was referred by my doctor
Okay.
because I I went to see him because I was having a lot of pain, like headaches and pain in my back, and just like feeling tired all the time.
Oh, wow. Does this pain start just here recently, or have you always had pain?
No, I mean it's been maybe for the past like 3 months. It's been getting just worse, like where I have headaches, like migraines, and I can't really function.
Okay.
Um, so I went and I got like a physical, and he said I was fine. Like there was nothing physically wrong with me, so he encouraged me to come and talk to someone, maybe because I am kind of like stressing out at work.
Okay. So he was concerned that the pain might be due to um, you having stress due to your job.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What type of work do you do?
I work at a school with kids that have like behavior problems. So the teachers call me all the time, or I always have to be dealing with kids like that don't listen, or that they run out of the classroom.
Oh,
So I'm here, like they use me throughout the day, and sometimes I have to go to different schools. So
you're busy.
yeah.
I kind of have you all over the place.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you enjoy your job?
I used to when I started, and I started that job maybe like 9 months ago.
Okay.
But
Okay.
lately, I want to say for the past 3 months, it's just been a little too much because they just expect me to do everything.
Okay. Kind of put everything on you,
Mhm.
and it's kind of wearing you down. So, you did enjoy your job at some point, but now 3 months ago, you've noticed that you've been having some pain, and you are kind of thinking that it's possibly due to the workload. You're stressing out a lot because it sounds like they require a lot from you.
Yeah, I am stressing out because sometimes I feel like, I'm just going to quit and I just don't want to deal with this anymore. I mean, I like
Yeah.
working with the kids, but it's really unmanageable. Like, they expect me to do too much, and I can't really handle it without, feeling stressed and feeling like I'm going to collapse
Right,
sometimes.
right. And
Yeah.
that's kind of discouraging, being that I mean you like your job, so that you know that's definitely not. You don't want to feel like you're being overworked or taken advantage of. I mean, have you tried to talk to someone about your situation?
I did. I tried talking to my supervisor, but unfortunately, like nothing's been done because we're understaffed, and the teachers have too
Oh,
many kids and in the classroom, so they're stressed out. Everyone's stressed out. Um,
sounds like a lot.
mhm.
Everyone's going through a lot. I mean, you must be great at what you do. That's probably why they expect so much of you, but then they don't know that this is affecting you now to where you're having pain.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I do, like I said, I do like what I do, but it's getting to the point where I don't really know if I can do this. It's just getting too overwhelming.
Too overwhelming, yeah. Um, can you tell me um, what overwhelming looks like to you when you're feeling overwhelmed? Tell me what goes on when that happens.
Well, like when I wake up in the morning, getting ready to go to work. Well, I have to make sure my kids are ready to go to
Mm-hmm.
work, get everything, having to deal with my life, and then I'm already thinking about
Work.
work and
I
everything that I have to do, or I start worrying like, oh, or say to myself, I hope there's no like crisis today, or.
kind of like superwoman mode.
Mhm.
I have to kind of do a whole lot, not only at home but at school and everything like that. Um, Tell me how long this has been going on, the pain. Have you always had pain, or is this something that's new that you've noticed new?
It's new.
Okay.
That's why I went to my doctor because I thought, well, maybe it's something, I hurt my back or something.
Right, right,
Um,
right.
Because I've never really felt this stress before
Oh,
in like
wow.
any job. And I did know that, okay, my job is stressful, but I didn't really realize how bad it was.
Okay. So you say about 3 months. This has been going on a few months when you started noticing. Um, Tell me, before these 3 months, were there any times where you did not feel overwork or you did not feel overwhelmed and you found yourself really enjoying what you do and not in pain? What did
Yeah,
that look like?
well, it was better when I was able to manage my time a little bit better.
Okay.
Or maybe like putting my foot down sometimes
Mm-hmm.
saying no or, to people. Sometimes that's hard for me
You
to,
want to just say yes. You want to.
I want to help, but I guess, it's getting to me now.
Okay. And you found that when you put your foot down, you were able to manage it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you, besides work and home life, do you ever take time away from all that just for yourself?
Um, Not really. I mean, I used to, but
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like really overwhelmed with just, I don't know, stressed out, anxiety, worry. That when I
Yeah.
get home, I just don't want to do anything. I just want to sit and
Mm-hmm.
not do much.
Just kind of sit around and just mope, probably because you're thinking of all the things that you probably have to do tomorrow.
Yeah, and I don't want to be like that. I just really don't know what to do or how to go about changing the way I feel.
Yeah, that must really be hard. So, um, let me make sure I do understand. So you are concerned, obviously, because of the pain. Um, you would like to talk about maybe reducing some of the stress, learning maybe some ways you can reduce the stress, your workload. Um, Tell me if you've tried to do anything to reduce it. For example, like managing your time a little better, or maybe removing yourself from the work for a few minutes. Have you tried anything, or or not?
Honestly, no, I haven't.
Okay, at all? Mm.
Um, well, at work sometimes I try to, because sometimes I don't even take a break, like a lunch break. Um,
Oh,
so I've tried to. I'll eat like really fast and then go and help out like the teachers during yard duty or something. Um,
okay,
so I've tried like the last week just to take my 30 minutes, and
okay,
that did help.
okay. So that did help, just to
Hmm.
kind of remove yourself from running around and just took a few minutes to kind of just reboot, breathe, remove yourself
Yeah.
from the situation. Um, so what changed? So you said before I would put my foot down, before I was able to say no a little more. Um, is there a reason why you're not able to do that anymore, or you don't feel like you can say it anymore?
Well, um, I got a new supervisor, so I feel like I need to kind of show that,
One of those.
yeah.
I've been there. Yeah, you
So,
want to take on everything,
hmm.
superwoman, and you don't. You want people to know that you can handle it, but can you really handle it?
Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. Like I want to prove that, I can do this or that I can do my job, but at the same time, it's getting really hard to manage it, and I don't
Yeah,
really know how to, like, kind of just let it go and just,
you're not really feeling the job anymore, the
yeah.
workload.
Hmm.
Um, Now, your pain and your anxiety, your stress level, should I say, um, say on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being very minimal anxiety, not too stressed, not too much pain, with 10 being I'm in pain, I don't want to go to work, I'm just very anxious. Where do you think you're at right now, 3 months later, as this has been building up, obviously?
So 10 is the worst,
10 is the worst.
I
Like
think.
you just pain, I don't want to go to work, I'm just Not motivated, no energy.
I think
How
I would be
much?
like at an 8 right
Oh
now.
wow, that's
So,
that's very high.
yeah.
Yeah. And your family, they know you're going through this.
No, I try to kind of keep everything to myself. I don't want them to worry. I don't want my
Okay.
husband to know, that I'm going
That
through.
you're, yeah, because you of course don't want to be judged, and
Mhm.
you want to people to know that you have it all together.
Yeah.
Um, so is there a reason maybe that you haven't? Why now? Why today? 3 months later, you waited. Obviously, is it because it's just progressed, or you're just ready to make a change? Where are you at with that?
I think, well, it's progressed and gotten to this point, and I'm kind of thinking about like maybe I should make a change. Maybe I should talk to my husband and tell him, it's getting pretty bad, and maybe talk to him about. Um,
Maybe he can help out a little more. I know you get home and you get up in the morning and you're running around as a mom. I know. I've
mhm.
been there. Maybe he can help out more, pick up on a little bit of the duties, you think?
That, and also, I mean, if it gets really bad, talk about maybe if we can afford to, me stop working and finding another,
Oh,
taking some like a little bit of time off of work.
yeah. Sounds like you have an idea of what could help. Um, so, um, right now, say you woke up tomorrow. I know you said that you're in pain. Say tomorrow you got up, you didn't have pain in your neck. You really were excited about going to work, and you just couldn't wait to get to work, and the workload wasn't a lot. What would that look like?
Mm, I think I would probably be doing something else. I mean, I think in a different setting, like I always wanted to do, I don't know, work with like the elderly.
Oh,
So
okay.
maybe I do sometimes think about like, well, what would make it better, and
Hmm.
not being in that setting because it's really stressful dealing. I like working with the kids, but I think a change in like the population would probably
Yeah.
um, make it better. I imagine like I would look forward to going to work every day. Like I would be happy and I wouldn't feel stressed out and
Right.
I wouldn't worry. And then I would enjoy my job. I wouldn't feel like I have a trillion things to do. And then I
Yeah.
would have the time when I get home and the drive and the just be happy and be with my family instead of just thinking about work.
You're not even enjoying yourself. Even when you're at home, you're still working because your mind is still thinking. So have you even looked into other jobs, maybe like working with the elderly, or is it just something that you've kind of just been thinking about?
It's something that I kind of been thinking about, and maybe that's something where like I don't really know how to go about doing that. I mean, if I don't know if there's specific training I need, but I have been thinking about that.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're wanting to make that move, even with the thought. You're thinking about it, so you're kind of problem solving already. You're keeping your options open, even with all the stress that you have. You're still hopeful that maybe it's just a job and that's causing the pain. And you know, sounds like you have a plan to maybe get out of there. Maybe not immediately, but eventually.
Yeah, I think so. And I think what I need to do first is like talk to my husband about it, and that's really where I struggle with,
Good.
like asking for help or pretty much admitting that I have a problem and I need help.
Yeah,
That's hard for
yeah.
me.
And you're feeling it now.
Mhm.
It's kind of wearing down on you.
Yeah, I can't
Gotta go.
really handle everything on my own. But I just don't know how to like ask for help or talk to him. That's where I struggle.
Yeah, well, you've been doing great with me. You kind of been, you mentioned wanting to talk to your husband. You liking what you do, but you realize that maybe the workload's not going to get lighter. Or maybe talking to your husband about taking some time off to take care of you and your health, and maybe some time to look for a different job. But of
Mhm.
course, like you mentioned, it starts with talking to your husband and kind of getting that support. So it sounds like you have a good idea of what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been thinking